Welcome to Localizing Your Iron Speed application. I'm Michael Weiss with Occasio Systems Development. I've been an MVP with Iron Speed for several years now. In this video, we'll look at how you can easily modify your Iron Speed application to display labels and other text objects in various languages, thereby allowing users to select a language of their choice. To get started, we'll need a licensed copy of Iron Speed Designer as well as Visual Studio. We are going to be using the ASP.NET Resource Manager, and we'll use Visual Studio to edit our resource files. Okay, let's get started with our demonstration. First, we'll open up an application that's built over the Microsoft Access Southwind sample database. It's a simple application with the Show Sales Rep Gallery page and an Add Sales Rep page. And if we run this, build it and run it here, we can check the different languages, of which I have three: English, which is the default language, Dutch, and Spanish. So we have English. We see everything's in English. If we go over to our Add Sales Rep page, we can see everything is in English. If we go to Spanish, for instance, some things change. The dialog title for the add record page, but we can see that our first name, last name, title, so on and so forth, our labels for our database fields are still in English. So we will go into Visual Studio and we will change these. And the way we do this, under the App Global Resources section, we want to modify the .en-us.resx resource file, and we want to modify the .es.resx resource file. The en file is for English, and the .es file is for Spanish. So let's go in and add a new string, and we'll type in txt : first name in the Spanish file, and that's nombre de pila, and we'll add another line, txt : last name, and that's apellido. And let's save that. And now let's go over to our English file, and we'll do the same thing. txt : first name, and this will be first name in English, and txt : last name, and that value will be last name. And now we come back over to Iron Speed, and we need to make a simple modification to our Add Sales Rep page for the first name label and the last name label. And what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the text property for the label, and we're going to type in open French brace txt : first name, close French brace, and our last name label, we're going to type in open French brace txt : last name, and this tells Iron Speed to go look in the resource file for the value for the last name and the first name. So let's save these, and let's run our application again. And then we'll take a look at the results. Okay, now we are in English, and if we go to our Add Sales Representative page, we can see that everything is in English, first name and last name. If we switch to Spanish, we'll see that now we have nombre de pila and apellido for first name and last name, which are the Spanish equivalents. Very important point here, if we go to Dutch, switch to Dutch, we'll see that IronSpeed picks up txt first name and txt last name, the values that we typed in the text properties for these two labels. And that is because we have not modified the resource file for the Dutch language. So it's very important when localizing your application that you modify the resource file for each language so that the correct text values will appear. There you have it. A few simple steps to localize your application. With IronSpeed Designer, some things are just faster. I hope you found this presentation helpful. If you have questions, you can contact me via the IronSpeed MVP page or at michael@occasio-systems.com. Thank you.